Okay, so this is our powder room on our main floor. So this is where we spend most of our days. And so we have the little potty here. I much prefer the little potties over a potty insert that you would do on the toilet for younger toddlers for a couple reasons. One is it's much less intimidating. I think trying to get up onto the big toilet for a young toddler, the first few times that they're doing this is a very vulnerable position that they're in, with their pants off. And so, I prefer the smaller potty. It's also something that they can do independently. They can sit down on it and get off of it without having to climb up on things or, from help from other people. So, much prefer the little potty. And then we have a basket of books out here, things that we only are going to use while we're sitting here in the bathroom. So, not other toys that they would be using in other areas of the house. I had a friend who would save some of her junk mail, and her son really enjoyed looking through the junk mail, the pamphlets, and ripping open the envelopes and whatever. That was the special thing that he did on the potty to help him just stay there for several minutes. So it can be, it doesn't have to just be books. It can be different things, but whatever it is that will keep them there and can be contained in a nice little space like that. And then we have our box up here of diapers, and I'm going to talk about diapers and training pants here in a minute. And then we have wipes. I might move that stuff down to have it be more easy for him to access. And then here in a drawer we have lots of not precious towels for any spills, and I have some other cleaning supplies over there if we end up needing them. And then these are our wet bags for wet diapers, wet clothes, because there are going to be times when things miss, and the ones that I have a little hanger, so it just hangs on the back of the doorknob. It's a good height for him that he can be able to do those himself. So that's one of the key things, is helping the child do things as much as they can independently. And then of course I have the stool for getting up and washing hands, and the towels and accessible. Okay, so I'm going to talk for a moment about diapers and types of diapers. I know that the vast majority of people are using disposable diapers. In fact, there are even some up here in my basket. I use disposable diapers. I'm not against disposable diapers. However, they are a hindrance when it comes to toileting. They extend the process significantly by months. And I speak from experience, just my own experience. There have been seasons in life where I have been using disposable diapers and not switched over to cloth pants or cloth diapers when we first started toileting, and it added months to the process compared to when we were using cloth. And there are a few reasons for that. One is adults, I believe, have this kind of subconscious economic factor going on in the back of their minds. We buy these disposable diapers, you use them one time, you take them off and you throw them away. You can't get it back. You can't get that money back. So you kind of want to get your money's worth. So you want them to fill up, right? So they might urinate in them multiple times. You also don't have to think about, changing their diaper unless it's dirty for multiple hours when you're using disposable diapers. That does not help a child make the connection between what is going on with their body and how we as a society deal with it, which in this case is using the bathroom. We do those things in the bathroom. I also want to note here that the diapers and everything are in the bathroom. And the reason is to help make that connection. We don't have a changing table somewhere else in a different room. Not that I don't ever change diapers somewhere else, but especially in this season, we are changing as much as possible in the bathroom. Okay, so that economic reason is one hindrance. The other one I kind of alluded to is that, you know, when we start this toileting process, the adult, the parent, the caregiver, whoever it is that's doing this with them, if they're in cloth, their radar is turned up to what the child is doing and what the child's rhythms are. When we have disposables on, when we have a pull-up on, or whether our disposable diaper, that radar gets turned way down. We're just not as in tune. And I speak from experience for myself. I know that that's true for myself. And I believe that to be true for many other people. It's much harder to be clued in to what's going on when we're not really worried about, you know, like a puddle happening on the floor. And not that, you know, using cloth diapers or cloth pants will equal urine on your furniture. You can have waterproof covers. Let's see, I want to show you one other thing. You know, if you're just starting out toileting, you have like a young toddler and you have been using disposables, you can get gently used cloth diapers on, you know, Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist for a fraction of a cost of what it would be to buy them new. And a lot of people are worried about poops in the diapers and having to deal with that. This is a disposable liner. You put it in, you put the diaper on. If they poop, well then it just kind of comes out, goes in the toilet, and your diaper is not all gross. You still just, you know, it will have urine soaked in it, but it won't have all the poop. So there are easy ways to deal with the ick factor that some people have. And if your child is closer to like the 18 to 22 month range, I would recommend moving to a more absorbent but cloth training pants that you can wash and reuse. And there are a lot of them out there. Some of them have waterproof covers kind of sewn onto them, and then there are other ones where you know, it's like a second cover that you can put on if you want, or you can leave it off. This is a great time of year to be doing toileting because the weather's getting warmer. They can go around without long pants on. The easier you make it on them, the more independent they are, the faster it will be. And I think that's all I was going to say about that. So hopefully this gave you some ideas, and maybe we can have a little Q&A session later on if you have questions. Okay, bye.